And you guys know what time it is. I know David and Ruthie know what time it is. It's time for Clay's Corner. And today we're going to talk about the most important players on the Bears for the future of the franchise, not named Caleb Williams or David Haugh, because he's very important. But anyways, I want to start on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
And honorable mention, we got Montez Sweat. Why? Because you paid him $100 million, and he's here till 2027, David. He's got to start picking up the sacks.
He's got to start playing like that.
Yeah, and playing like a guy that is making $100 million. You got Jalen Johnson. He's here till 2028. He's got to be a lockdown corner. He is a guy that is stalwart, is going to be here for years to come. But all right, let's start on the top three list right now. And my number 3 player is this man right here, DJ Moore. Why DJ Moore? Like I said, this guy signed a $100 million contract, and he's here until he's 33, until 2030.
I'm not even sure he's their number 1 wide receiver right now.
He might not be. And he's had an okay year, but he's got to develop an even bigger connection with Caleb Williams. He's got okay numbers. He's probably going to hit 1,000 again. It's possible. He's got 4 games to do it, to get over 300 yards. I think he can. But DJ Moore has got to be a number 1 receiver. He's got to improve. If Caleb is going to be a superstar quarterback, DJ Moore has got to be a superstar receiver because he's getting paid like one. My number 2 player is Rome Odunze.
Okay.
Tomato. All right, Rome has shown flashes. He's done well. You saw last week he had 2 touchdowns.
He's got the chemistry with Caleb.
He's got some chemistry, but he is only catching 58% of the passes thrown to him by Caleb Williams. He's got to improve. He's got to get that up in the 70s next year.
List. Keep going. I already don't like your list.
Well, look at these numbers. These numbers got to improve. He was the 9th pick in the draft. You got to be a superstar. If you want Caleb Williams to do good,
you got 2 wide receivers.
Hold on, let's see who number 1 is.
Exactly.
You got 2 wide receivers.
And that's why receivers are important for a quarterback. And number one is Braxton Jones. I'm sorry, not Braxton Jones. It's Darnell Wright.
All right.
Sorry, Braxton.
Okay.
Darnell Wright. You've got to have protection. He is turning into a top 10 offensive tackle on PFF. He's graded 9th in run blocking grade, and he's graded 15th in overall blocking as an offensive tackle. If he turns into Lane Johnson, if he turns to Penei Sewell, he is a guy that can be a stalwart on the right side of the line. And obviously, you got to find the rest of the line, David.
Do you think, as a guy who lined up next to right tackles and left tackles, does he remind you of Penei Sewell? Is he good enough to be that guy?
He can get there. I think he is good enough to where he can get to be a stalwart right tackle and be a guy that will be a lockdown on one side. And then obviously you got to find a left tackle, do the same, find a center. But he is important because without him, the whole operation
you might need a left guard and a right guard.
apart.
So.
You might. You know what? I like your list because you said Braxton Jones, Darnell Wright, and I think the 3rd guy would be the offensive tackle to be drafted later.
Yeah. You obviously
you need to build for the ball on out or the defensive tackle to be drafted later.
But these were the object was players already on the team.
All right, let's see what some of your fans said, because you sent out a tweet and you asked some viewers what they thought. Who's the most important player not named Caleb for the future of the Chicago Bears?
All right.
#DaBears. Okay, let's see what some fans said.
Good use of social media there, Clay.
Yeah, we love it. Lots of hashtags. Big hashtag guy.
You're an influencer.
We got any answers here? Here we go. Jalen Johnson. He's your best player and the undisputed leader of this team.
Not a bad point.
Let's see what else we got.
He's important. He was on the list.
Do more, say less.
Montez Sweat is paid to be that guy. Agree. Next.
I agree. That's what I said.
Honorable mention. Let's go. A left tackle that is not currently on the roster.
That wasn't me. I swear I didn't tweet that.
It was David Haugh. Okay. That was from David Haugh. But I agree with you, but he's not on the roster.
That is Tory Taylor.
Oh, wow.
Caleb Williams told Tory Taylor he wasn't going to be punting much this year, and he's punted more than any other punter in the NFL.
They had 5 punts and 4 yards in the first half.
DJ Moore, both Caleb and Rome can lean on DJ when this team finally has a good coach and a solid O-line.
See, David, DJ Moore, he's got to be your superstar receiver. He's getting paid like one.
I love DJ Moore.
You got to build inside out. You got the out. You got it. We need the inside now. All right, we got
Edwards.
TJ Edwards, interesting. Underappreciated. He needs to play better.
Underappreciated, underrated. Great linebacker.
Great stuff.
Good stuff, Clay. Good stuff.
David Haugh.